Ooh, that's a good pull. What do we got? Pretty good white. It's got to be a female. Yeah. Little small female right there. All right, well, let's welcome you back to your Southwest Outdoors report powered by Chevy. There's a white bass and a female one nonetheless. You can see by the fat little belly on that little dude right there. We'll put her back. We're not keeping anything today. And I want to mention a couple of things about white bass fishing. As we said, this is going on all around the region, and you are going to be fishing around a lot of boat traffic, a lot of crowds. We've passed 3 boat ramps today, and every one of them on a weekday have been packed. Lots of folks around, so just be friendly, be courteous, and know you're going to be fishing around a lot of folks. The other thing is, with all the rain and all the runoff we've got around the region, we've got a lot of current moving through all of our creeks and river systems, so water clarity is going to be a real problem. It's going to be pretty murky, pretty muddy. You need about 4-inch visibility. The good news is white bass are able to detect a bait moving through the water better than some species, and so you can catch them in pretty murky water. Look for about 4-inch visibility and you can still catch them. Let's check in right now with Brian Hughes, your Texas freshwater fishing report, the Lone Star Lakes.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's Lone Star Lakes Report, brought to you by the Snag Proof family of lures. Now sometimes this is really tough to do because I don't know which lake to send you to this week. They're all doing so well, but one really stands out. With over 5 Sherrilunker entries this year, it was a difficult decision, but because they've had 2 lake records in a 6-day period, Lake of the Pines would have to be my first choice this week. The current lake record is a Sherrilunker over 15 pounds, and the lake is really taking off. Soft plastics, use a Texas rigged lizard, a Cinco, or if you really want to try for that big fish, go with the 10-inch power worm. Work that in 6 to 3 feet of water and go very, very slowly for big bass on Lake of the Pines. Now, out at Fairfield, a power plant lake, they've got great red fishing, but they're moving around an awful lot. You'll have to chase them. Start early in the morning in the shallows with a trap or cordell spot. Then as they move out, you'll have to move out with them onto the main lake points using a deep diving crankbait. Stay with natural shad colors on Fairfield and you can catch some freshwater redfish. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes Report, brought to you by Snag Proof Lures. Now let's check in with Mr. Bill Olson. He's on the coast.
Hi folks, Texas Outdoors Journal brings you this week's report. For the 12th consecutive year, TOJ was recognized as one of the best magazines in the state when it won first place in the major outdoor publication category held by the Texas Outdoor Writers Association. For great year-round coverage of both fishing and hunting, pick up a copy at area newsstands or subscribe at the website on the screen. You know, one of the tools that I use regularly is the Old Farmer's Almanac. For November and December 2009, as well as January through March, this year's edition has been absolutely dead on, as it predicted a colder than normal winter. Now as we enter April, the prediction is for the 4th month of the year to run slightly above average, about 4 degrees. Plus we continue to see our spring bull tides bring in water from the Gulf and flooding our back marshes and bays. With this influx of water, both bait and game fish begin to return and fan out along our shorelines near passes and jetties up and down the coast. The Texas City Dike, the Concrete Ship, Pelican Island are always good spots for the spring drum run. East Galveston Bay's south shoreline just around the Bolivar Point is a great place to ambush migrating speckled trout and resident sand trout. Live shrimp under an Alameda rattling cork or a TTF killer flats minnow on a 1/8 or 1/4 ounce jig head are also good options. Other portions of the coast that are turning on are the Sabine Lake. It's given up some good specks on the south end of the lake, as is the west side of the lower Laguna Madre. This week, Saturday and Sunday both have a single tide schedule of 1 high and 1 low tide each day. I'm Bill Olson, and I'll see you on the coast.
Before we head to the next break, I thought I'd give you a quick update on the golden algae situation across our region. We have made it through almost all of the cold winter months with no major fish kills and no major toxic blooms of golden algae. But in the last couple of weeks, some disturbing reports off the Brazos River chain. Possum Kingdom Lake has 10 monitoring stations monitored by the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, and all 10 are now reporting high levels of toxic golden algae. And according to lake guide Randy Wood, there are some dead floating fish, but most of the game fish have made it to safe refuge in the backs of the creeks where fresh water is flowing in. So let's keep our fingers crossed there. And down at Lake Whitney, there are also some reports of high levels of toxic golden algae and some floating dead fish. Most of those are shad and sunfish. So we just need to get through the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, once the water warms above 60 degrees, we'll be okay. Stay with us. Coming up next, we'll have your Stren Ask the Pro, and I'll have your big fish photos on the big catch of the week.
The Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers, is brought to you by Nitro Performance Bass Boats. Fish your best in a Nitro. By Stren, the standard of dependability. By Costa Sunglasses, see what's out there. And by Motor Guide, never stop. This is the Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealer.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for our Ask the Pro feature, brought to you by Stren, the standard of dependability. Our question this week is from Leslie in Longview, Texas, who emailed, "What is the best way to fish an open lake, point, hump, or vegetation spot?" It will be answered by 28-time classic qualifier Gary Klein of Texas.
Well, the key to that question is boat positioning. If I have a spot, in other words, spot on spot, in other words, I know that there's a school of fish on this rock pile that's on a, say, a point. I, as an angler, like to fish uphill versus downhill. And the reason for that is if you catch a fish and pull the rest of the fish out to deep water, they scatter. So you basically suck the school of fish away from that piece of cover. I like to position my fish, or my boat, shallow, put the power pole down, make a long cast, so when I do catch a fish, I pull the rest of the school into the cover, keep them pretty active, and I can catch multiple fish pretty quick. So I prefer to fish uphill.
Thank you, Gary. If you have a question for one of the pros, just visit our website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. Click on the Stren Ask the Pro link and send us all of your information. Now let's get you back to Barry for our big catch of the week.
I mentioned earlier in the show that some of the biggest blue catfish of the year are being caught right now. And this week's Big Catch of the Week photo contest winner is contributing to that with his big 40-pound blue catfish. You're looking at a photo sent in by Brandon Corder up North Richland Hills, Texas, and he caught this big blue in the unlikeliest of places, Lake Ray Roberts near Sanger, Texas. He caught it on 12-pound test monofilament line. If you'd like to enter the contest, go to our brand new redesigned website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. In order to submit your photo, you'll need to sign up to be a member of our fan club, which gives you access to the members area of the website. It's free of charge. You'll get to see my blog, submit comments, and lots of other good stuff at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. Check it out. I hope you get a chance to get out and enjoy some of the great white bass fishing that's going on right now around our region. It's already in full swing in the central and southern parts of the area and will be coming soon to a lake near you in the northern reaches of Oklahoma and Arkansas. It's great fun. Take the kids. You're going to have a blast. Have fun out there this weekend. See you next Thursday night in our regular time slot, 10:30 p.m. and Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. Till then, I'm Barry Stokes saying be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.